We already had started the preparation for the ethics, integrity and aptitude paper a day before yesterday. In that lecture we already had seen what is the motto behind the ethics, integrity and aptitude paper from the UPSC. In this lecture we are going to continue that part, why this paper is important for us in the preparation of civil service, and we are going to activate all the channels through our study by studying these details in the syllabus. Okay, let me start our lecture. Yes, what we learn in the last lecture, can you tell me, Karthik?
Sir, we have studied in last lecture the strategy of ethics paper and subjects of ethics paper and understand and tips of understanding the ethics subject for the administrative civil services.
Absolutely right. For other students, if you don't catch up that lecture, please go to the YouTube channel of the Universal Foundation. You can find there the ethics strategy 1 lecture. Okay, in this lecture we are going to discuss about this our syllabus of Union Public Service Commission examination of civil service examination in details for GS paper 4. In that we already had learned that there are many topics in the ethics, integrity and aptitude paper. We can say that ethics and human interface, attitude, aptitude, then the moral thinkers and the philosophers, values education, as well as the probity, integrity in the public service, attitude, aptitude. We all these syllabus we are going to get in details in this lecture. Let me start our lecture. Karthik, let me move ahead. पुढे जायचं का कार्तिक? Getting my voice? Let me move toward. Okay, we already had learned about the philosophy or the attitude of the UPSC regarding this paper, that all the questions have to test the candidate's ability and the various issues and the conflict faced by him dealing with the society. Question may be utilized the case study approach to determine all the aspect, and we already had learned that it is made up of 2 sections, means section A and section B. Section A is theoretical in nature, section B consists of some case studies regarding the issues, whatever we learn or whatever we see in details in the syllabus. So the case study depends on that topic. Let me move forward. This already I had studied in the last lecture. Karthik, getting my voice? In the last lecture we also see the book list, means Administrative Reform Commission 4th report, Ethics in Public Administration, NCERT Psychology books, Citizen Centric Administration, Yojana issue, lexicons and the other book regarding McGraw-Hill's education. These are all the sources we already had learned in the last lecture. In the next lecture we are going to study about the details of the syllabus. What syllabus are included in the ethics paper 4? Let me discuss about that. The first topic of your ethics paper is the ethics and human interface. First topic is ethics and human interface. We already know that we live in the moral society.
Range problem.
Okay, don't worry about that. We already had started our lecture by giving the details details regarding the syllabus. In the first topic related to ethics, integrity and aptitude paper is ethics and human interface. We already live as well as born in the moral society. We behave like human in the society with the cooperations. Many values had we learn from the society, as well as some impersonal and cultural backgrounds are there in the society, and we learn many things from our society. All the things we learn from the society are included in ethics and human interface. In that topic, if we analyze the previous year question paper, UPSC asks us the essence and determinant and the consequences of the ethics in that paper. In that human interface, also UPSC asks us a question regarding our private life and the public life. They also tells us the differences between the roles and responsibility of ourselves as a private life and the public life. We already had discussed about the public life. The life of normal citizen and the life of the administrator is different. So UPSC always asks the questions regarding our public life also. They also ask us some our private views regarding the case studies in the ethics paper section B. Also, there are some values are inculcated by the society in the personality of the person. So these values are also asked by the UPSC in that paper. Some teachings of the great leaders, reformers, administrator also ask to elaborate these statements. What do you mean by the saying of the great leaders? I already told you the great saying that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of the society. That the quotation was given by Mahatma Gandhi, and that quotation is already given in the paper of the CSE 2020, and you already had asked to elaborate it. So many great leaders, reformers, administrators from our nation and across the world, and they are saying good sayings already asked in your paper to elaborate. So you have to focus on the newspapers, as well as you must believe in the philosophical culture, and you should always read the biographies from the great leaders across the nations as well as the world. So to whom we have to follow? If we analyze the previous year question paper, we find that many sayings are asked by UPSC on Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, respected Lokmanya Tilak, Swami Vivekananda. Then we can follow APJ Abdul Kalam from our nation. If we analyze the previous year question paper, we find that many statements are related to public life also. So the quotation you have to understand first, and then you have to elaborate by the current situation. To elaborate the answer from the current situation, you must have a good reader of newspapers. So daily current affairs you have to read first, and you can collaborate your update knowledge with the saying of the great leaders, reforms and administrators. Getting Sheetal?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you have to follow the teachings of the great leaders, administrators as well as reformers. How can we avail that sources? How can we avail that sources of the great leaders, reformers as well as the administrators? Yes, Karthik.
Sir, we have collect the sources from current affairs, newspapers, articles about the situation by administration. कशाचं त्यांनी सांगितलेले निर्णय किंवा त्यांच्या ज्या मुलाखती आहेत या मुद्द्यांवर वेगवेगळ्या मुद्द्यांवर मुलाखती ऐकणं, त्या मुलाखतीचे मुद्दे नोट डाऊन करून घेणं हे आपले सोर्सेस.
Yes, I think some extracurricular activity books are important in that case. If we read My Experiment with Truth, we find many sayings that are related to ethics. So as a value base education, you must read some extra books rather than the GS books, means general studies books. You have to read. If you read some books from the philosophical or psychological in nature, the wording of that paper is necessary for the wording to frame out the questions from our for the ethics paper. So extra other curricular activity books you must read, and the main our main focus should be on the current events which already happens in India and across the world also. So human interface also includes the role of family, society, as well as educational institutions. Means we live and born up in our family, so there is impact of our socio-economical culture on our activity, and we already had learned that ethics is nothing but the philosophical science of human actions and behaviors. Our actions and behaviors are motivated by the views of our parents and grandparents. So the role of the family is also necessary, as well as the role of the society and the role of educational institutions. We already had asked by the UPSC in 2019 that the school in which we learn is the mirror of the society. So the thinking behind that, the educational institutions, the socio institutions, as well as the family constitutes the personality of the administrator. So we are only born in our nation, but nurtured by our other institutions like family, society, our schools, and our friend circles also have impact in our personality. So human interface constitute all these points. Can I revise that points? You can write down the essence. The ethics and human interface includes the essence, determinants and consequences of ethics, as well as ethics in public and private life, ethics in relationship, ethics in human value. It also includes the teaching of great leaders, reformers and administrators, as well as the role of social institutions like family, school, our friend circle. So all the questions are asked by UPSC in section A and section B regarding the human interface. Let me move toward the second topic of human values. The human values are also the main constituent of our personality. So UPSC asks us regarding value and ethics in public life, concerns, dilemmas, rules, laws and regulations in the ethical governance. So for this topic, you have to follow the Administrative Reform Commission 4th report. For this topic of human value, you can follow the documents regarding the Administrative Reform Commission report, 4th report regarding the ethics in the governance. Why this human value topic is included in our syllabus? To strengthen the economic and moral of the governance, as well as some ethical issues in international relationship, as well as we have to know as an administrator regarding the corporate governance. So this topic is included in our syllabus, and many questions are asked by the UPSC on the topic of value and ethics. So what are the topics are asked by the UPSC in that human values? Many case studies are given, and we have to follow the human values by studying the data given in the case studies. Many a times UPSC asks us a question, what do you mean by ethical governance? This question belongs to the value and the ethics. As well as UPSC already had asked us the dilemmas regarding the ethical governance and some current laws, rules, civil service rules, as well as the quality of the administrator also asked in the value topic also. So ethical issues in international relationship as well as corporate governance in 2021, what do you mean by CSR? Means corporate social responsibility. The question is asked from the human value topic. Next topic is the attitude. If you follow the syllabus of the UPSC GS paper 4, we find the topic of the attitude. What questions are asked on the attitude topic is the content as well as culture as well as the function of our thought and behavior. Means it is a mindly process regarding the moral and social aspect of the administrator. So attitude is builded by the socio-economical background of the society as well as our family. So many questions asked on the attitude. Next topic is the aptitude topic. This aptitude topic is included with the values of the integrity, impartiality, empathy, tolerance, compassion of weaker society. All questions are related to the topic of aptitude. So there are many questions are asked on attitude and aptitude, as well as the case studies also includes the both topic attitude and aptitude in many marks of the ethics and aptitude paper. Are you getting the difference between the attitude and aptitude syllabus? Sheetal, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I repeat that?
Sir, please tell the definition of attitude and aptitude.
We can elaborate the concept in the next lecture. We are just evaluating the syllabus here. So you should write down the only concept. Okay. While I am teaching the aptitude chapter in the next some lectures, I will be giving you some briefing regarding that. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just tell me what the attitude constituent in the syllabus. You can write down the content, function of the thought and behavior. And the moral and the social aspect of the administrator. Okay. And what aptitudes, what is the constituent of the aptitude? Absolutely right. Integrity, impartiality, empathy. What is the difference between empathy and sympathy? Can you tell me?
Sympathy means humble.
Yes, Sheetal.
Other person. This is called sympathy.
What we call in Marathi language? Sympathy.
एखाद्या व्यक्तीविषयी संवेदनशील भावना.
Savedanshil bhavana. Okay. If that person belongs to our family, what happen? It converts into empathy. Okay. Let me give some examples. If I read newspaper and I am reading the newspaper or the news regarding the accident, I feel very bad. Okay, I move toward the next news. If I am reading the accident news in details, I find that a person is injured severely, is my brother. Then what is my feeling? My feeling is the empathy. Okay, my feeling is the empathy. So while I am reading that news as an anonymous person get injured, I am in empathy, I am in sympathy format. When it turns into empathy, when I know that the member belongs to my family, so that is the difference between the sympathy and empathy. So an administrator should always have the empathetic attitude in nature. Okay, what is a main motto behind giving that empathy topic to you? Why empathy at means topic? Yes, yes, Karthik.
म्हणजे सर आपण प्रशासकीय सेवेत असताना आहे ना कोणाबद्दल पण म्हणजे माझं काय म्हणजे मुंबई पटकन काम करून घे बरं काम असतं म्हणून वेळ आला तर कधी समांतर भाव पाहिजे.
Absolutely right.
टॉपिक दिलाय.
Yes, yes, yes.
कोणाबद्दल आकर्षण बाळगायचा.
Yes, absolutely right. Next, our topic regarding the syllabus is emotional intelligence.
म्हणजे सर एम्पॅथी टॉपिकच्या मागे ना तर प्रशासक असला ना त्याने सगळ्यांना समान वागणूक दिली पाहिजे.
Absolutely right.
नको व्हायला.
I agree with your view. Next topic is the emotional intelligence. We already had learned about the IQ, intelligent quotient. But what is the emotional intelligence? Is to control one's emotions, is to aware the one's emotions, is called the emotional intelligence. While handling the cases regarding the administration, you should be very having the highest emotional intelligence quotient, and the concept, utilities and the application of the emotional intelligence, which already told by Daniel Goleman, the father of the emotional intelligence, are asked by the UPSC. So the application of the emotional intelligence are tested by UPSC in the case studies. A case is given, emotional dilemma is given there, and you have to ask, the demand of the case study is that you have to give one solutions, whether you should go with the professional ethics, whether you should go with the emotional intelligence. Okay, that type of application based questions are given, because man is governed by their emotions. We already know that our body is governed by our the hormones secreted by our brain. Okay, are you getting now? What my action belongs to my emotions, and my emotions belong to the secretion of my secretion of some fluids, hormones secreted by or controlled by our brain. So emotional intelligence is the most important part, and the concept, utilities and application are asked in the previous year question paper. The next topic is codes of ethics and citizen charters. The administrations is facing some moral issues nowadays regarding the service delivery, means delay in the service delivery among the masses. So we lost the faith regarding the administrations nowadays. So the people are hesitating to come in the government offices, as well as the rate of the corruption also going increases. If we read the newspapers of this past 7 days, we find that 3 or 4 class 1 officers catch by the ACB by taking bribes. So the issues of the corruption getting increased, the lack of the funds in the administration for the innovative ideas, as well as the code and conduct of the administrator get disturbed, because we as an administrator we always had to learn a thing that our payment, whatever the salary we get in every month, is given by our citizens. It is nothing but the citizen is the center of our administration. So the quicker service delivery, the rate of the corruption shall be decreased, as well as the utilization of the funds get properly utilized, as well as the trustworthiness of the administration can be increased. That are the main constituent. Therefore, the code of the ethics and the citizen charters are given for the effective service delivery among the masses. What is the citizen charter? नागरिकांची सनद कशाला म्हणतात? Yes, Karthik. Have you ever visited any government organization? Sheetal, have you visited any government office?
Yes, sir.
At the entry of our any government office, what the board is given, and the board suggests us about the number of services, the motto of our office, who is the authority of the office, what are the services provided by the office are given on that board. Am I right? This is the citizen charter. The right of the citizen to know about the ethical governance. The right of the citizen to know about the role and responsibility of the department. This right is known as the citizen charter. And we already had passed the Right to Service Act in 2015. And according to that act, Maharashtra adopted the citizen charter. Many states in the country adopted the citizen charter for the quicker and accessible delivery of the services to the masses. So citizen charter is the important topic in the UPSC, and they already had asked many questions regarding citizen charter. Means, what do you mean by citizen charter? What are the applications of the citizen charter? What is the difference between code of ethics and code of conduct? That questions are already asked by the UPSC. The next topic is the contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers across the Indian world. We already had discussed about that. Public or civil service value ethics in public administration. We discuss about that. But what do you mean by civil service? That question is asked by the UPSC. How value-based education can increase the efficiency of the governance? That question are already had asked by the UPSC. Some ethical issues in international relations, funding of the corporate governance are asked by the UPSC also. So while studying regarding our national philosophies regarding the administration, we should be aware of the philosophies of the administration across the world. So what ethical dilemmas or the other countries administration is facing is also our concern, because we are mutually binded by some laws, acts with the other nations. So an administrator should know regarding the international relations. And the last one is the probity in the governance, concept of public service, philosophical basis of the governance, probity and information. The probity in the governance can include the topic of the public service, the basics of the governance, as well as the information and transparency. Many questions are asked with the topic of the RTI, means right to information. Code of ethics and code of conduct also asked in that topic. Corruptions and utilization of fund is also included in the topic of the probity in the governance. So this topic is very important for the preparations of the ethics case studies. So probity and the human values, both two topics are very important. If you are going through that syllabus, many questions are asked and many theoretical questions are asked on the ethics and human interface. Yes, Sheetal, just tell me, just briefing of our syllabus. Can you tell me the briefing? What topics are included? What topics are included in the syllabus? Yes, Karthik.
Sir,
Tell me.
the topics are included in ethics.
First one.
The first topic is ethics and human interface.
Human interface. So you should focus on the topic, the society related issues. Okay. What is the topic number 2?
Human values.
Human values. What is the topic number 3?
Attitudes.
Attitude. Topic number 4? Aptitude. Topic number 5? Emotional intelligence. Okay, and you can write down the topics as well as the code of ethics and citizen charter, probity, and these are the topics are the subtopics of that topic. Okay, we already had learned that there are how many questions are in the ethics paper? 12 to 13 questions. How many marks? Each question is of 10 marks at least. 10 marks at least, and you have to 7 to 8 minutes to write down the answer of one question. So what will be your strategy at the time of the examination? In the first minute, you should understand the demand of the question first. In that minute, you can write down the structure of the answer, means introduction, main body, as well as the conclusions. Okay, and there are 5 to 6 minutes for your answer writing. So you have to finish your answer of one question within 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. So you have to be very smart, and you have to know the ethical concept regarding the governance also, means glossary regarding the ethics. Let me follow what is the view of the UPSC regarding that subtopics. Let me read that. About the ethics and human interface, what is the demand of the UPSC? Aspirant should learn how you inculcate it, means ethics, how you get it, how you deal with society, how do you see whether the action is ethical or not, what are the parameters behind that, your action is right or wrong, fair or unfair, ethical or unethical, what are your parameters, what are the principles that you follow to ensure that the action is ethical or not, and what is the note given. Question may be asked in part 1 section regarding the ethics and human interface. So this clarification is given by the UPSC regarding this topic. What the aspirant should know: how we get ethics from. Second, how you deal with the society. Third, how we judge our action, whether it is ethical or unethical. And fourth one, what are the principles that we calculated or evaluated our actions. So these questions, the question regarding this part is already asked in the part 1 only. There is no case study regarding that. Getting, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me move forward. Yes?
ethics टॉपिक मतलब कोणता इमोशनल
Intelligence, emotional intelligence. Okay, let me move toward human values. Aspirant should focus on what the demand of the questions. How do people acquire values, and majority people acquire values when they read about the personality of importance like freedom fighters. Means the saying of the great leaders, reformers, administrator motivate the person. So the motivations from the greater leaders is important here. Consider a few books of 5 to 6 great thinkers whom you admire, like you follow. You note UPSC may give some statements of great personality and would ask to discuss it by applying to the present context. So what is the demand of the question? You must elaborate the saying of the great leaders, as well as you can make a bridge between the great sayings and the current issues. Okay, UPSC does not want thinkers' point of view, but what it looks for is how much the candidate has analyzed. Always remember that UPSC is not asking the view of the great leaders. UPSC is asking what is your opinion regarding the saying in the pretext of the current issues. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Utilize and apply to the current context. So, when UPSC asks you, what do you mean by the statement? The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of the society. Suppose that this question is given, they are not asking the view of the Mahatma Gandhi, they are asking in which current scenario this situation or this saying is fit. Okay, so that is the question. So you have to say your own saying rather than what is the saying of the great leaders. So that is the basic difference. In the part 3, attitude, what are the constituent of the attitude? I already told you. Thought, behavior, moral and social aspect. Okay, the content, structure, functions, its influence and the relationship with the thoughts, behavior for part 2 in the question paper. Means this topic is based on the case studies. Second, the moral and the political attitude, social influence, persuasions would for the part 1 for the question paper 1. Means this topic is asked in both section A as well as in section B. The question may be asked either in part 1 and part 2, either in theory or the case studies. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we move forward? Let me move toward the aptitude topic. Impartiality, don't show nepotism either for political parties or common man. This note is given by the UPSC. Okay. Non-partisanship, no bias for different political parties, objectivity, dedication, empathy, tolerance, compassion toward the weaker section. What is the demand of that topic? Candidate can refer to ethics in governance to cover the area as it gives a clear definition of the last 5 words concept, including Nolan committee recommendation. You can search out in the Google also, as well as you can follow the Administrative Reform Commission report, 4th report. Okay, means many questions are asked on that topic, like the nepotism. What do you mean by nepotism? काय म्हणतात रे नेपोटिझमला? घराणेशाही. शीतल, कार्तिक, आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are facing that issue nowadays, the nepotism of the politics, that the criminalization of our political structure. So you already had learned about the parliamentary committee on the ethics. Have you heard? There is a committee regarding the regulation of the ethics in the parliament, because it is the highest body of the administration. So how a politician should behave in the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha or in the public, it is evaluated by that committee. So it is known as the Parliamentary Committee on Ethics. The topic is the emotional intelligence. Understand your emotions and control them. That is the demand of the question. Understand others' emotion and control them, and the act according to solve the issue genuinely and effectively. The question may be asked in both part A and part B. So in the last previous year question paper, UPSC asked us the questions regarding what do you mean by emotional intelligence and how can we control our emotions in the situations in the ethical governance. That is the question asked in the previous year question paper. So the hard topics are given in the left sides: citizen charter, work culture, quality of the service delivery, utilization of public fund and challenges of the corruptions. Many other questions are asked on that. UPSC may ask direct question on the citizen charter. Candidates should be aware of how to frame the citizen charter and the rules and regulation that should be followed before framing the citizen charter. Question in case studies also may be expected. So that topics are important in the case studies also, as well as the paper first. The quality of the service delivery include the e-governance and the many strategies of the digital revolutions in the administration, like e-offices, as well as the effective services given by some websites or the apps. The questions may be asked in the quality of the services there. The challenges in the corruption, we already know that this is the hot issue regarding the ethical governance nowadays. So that questions of bribery, corruptions and the code and conduct of that administrator had already asked by the UPSC. So all these constituent the paper of the ethics. What is the last strategy? That only in 2018 the number of the question is 14. But except that in all examination the question belongs to 12 to 13. All questions are compulsory. The questions are 10 marks, 20 marks depending on the length of the answer required. The 10th mark questions can be written in 150 words and the 20 mark questions can be written in 250 words. Okay. If the question is asked for 150 words, 2 pages are given, blank pages are given. If the question is asked for 20 marks, 4 pages are given for 250 words. The total marks allotted to the paper is 250 marks. The question are of two types. First, in the section a direct concept related topic and the second one is the case studies. We already had learned it. This paper is most variable of the 4th general papers, and the nature of the question differs widely from year to year. Candidates should be familiar themselves with the syllabus and the last few years pattern as well as. What is the strategy? You should first read the syllabus throughoutly. Okay, then you follow the description regarding each topic in the syllabus. Third one, you should follow the previous year question paper, understand the pattern, the ethical concept and dilemmas given in the case studies. And the next one, you should have your own glossary regarding the ethic concept, and then step by step the constructivism regarding the answers and the approach as an ethical person is necessary for the preparations of the ethics paper, ethics, aptitude and integrity paper. Okay, that all constituent about the ethics. Just tell me, Sheetal and Karthik, just tell me what approach is necessary for the initiations of the journey of the preparation of the ethics paper. What is the basic concept we have to understand?
Sir, first of all, we have base preparation of ethics paper and trying to write the answer related to the question.
Okay, inclusively. Okay, Karthik, yes, Sheetal, what is your view regarding the ethics paper preparation? Or you just tell me how can you start your preparation? How can you prepare for the ethics paper? This is my question to you.
स्टेट बोर्ड आणि प्रॅक्टिस ॲन्सर प्रॅक्टिस.
Okay, practice makes man perfect.
येस सर.
Okay, just understand, many aspirants get poor marks in the ethics paper as comparison to paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3. What's the case? They write down the paper throughoutly, no doubt. They are very genius if they are going for the mains examination, therefore no doubt about their geniusness or the wisdom. So what happens when our approach regarding the writing of the ethics paper is as the same as the other GS paper, then we get the poor marks. So you have to formulate the different strategy for the preparations of the ethics paper separately. You have to focus on your ethical values also. You have to know the elaboration or the conceptual understanding regarding the glossary of the ethics. Means we already know that what is we already know that we call some person that he is very truthful person, but UPSC asks you what do you mean by truth, so it is difficult. When I am telling you that XYZ person is very loyal, UPSC asks you what do you mean by loyalty. Okay, if I say that an administrator, the administrator is very hard working, so UPSC asks us what is the effect of the hard working in our work culture. If we say that a person is very citizen centric, it has a very tolerance or the integrity, the UPSC asks us to elaborate the concept with the examples. So what is the case? You must be aware regarding the questions already, that is the demand of the question, but you understand the question, but you cannot formulate your feelings, your thinking in the right way in the front of the evaluator. So that is the case. It is not the case of your smartness or the wisdom or the intelligence. It is the case how you represent your answer in the front of the evaluator, whether it belongs to the maturity of the emotional intelligence because or it constituent with the smartness or geniusness of ethical governance. That's the matter. So only writing the paper is not important. What you write and what is the demand of the question, the collaboration is important. So if you want to score good marks or the higher marks in the examination, you should always focus the strategy regarding the answer writing. Just tell me, how can we improve the quality of our answer? How can we improve the quality of our answer? Yes, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
How can we improve the quality of our answer writing?
Sir,
Yes?
we have tried to write answer very logically and
What do you mean by logically? I am asking you in brief.
we have writing the answer and first of all understanding the demand of question and then we have trying to write the answer.
Okay.
Our view.
Yes.
Our views and bookish language.
Okay. Apart from the bookish language, we should focus on the psychological or philosophical language. Okay.
Yes.
I get it. Yes, Sheetal?
Yes, sir. Sir, firstly,
You can tell me Marathi in also.
तर म्हणजे ते आपल्या प्रश्नाची डिमांड काय आहे ते लक्षात घेऊन त्यामध्ये आपण काय काय पॉईंट लक्ष देऊ म्हणजे मेन मेन काय काय टाकायला पाहिजे त्यामध्ये आणि कोणते पॉईंट इम्पॉर्टंट आहे कोणते पॉईंट नॉट इम्पॉर्टंट आहे त्यानुसार क्वेश्चन हे करायचं. म्हणजे असं नाही क्वेश्चन जास्त तो 51 पेक्षा आपल्याला असलं पाहिजे तर तेवढं आपण लिहिलंय ते इम्पॉर्टंट असलं पाहिजे.
Absolutely right. First, you have to understand that the ethics, integrity and aptitude paper has its own vocabulary. You can write down. You should not use the vocabulary of the GS 1, 2, 3 paper in the GS paper 4. Means terminology. I am talking about the terminology. Second one, you should be very aware regarding the current issues happening in the administration in the current scenario. Third one, the concept given in the syllabus like emotional intelligence, citizen charter, ethical governance, integrity, aptitude, attitude, code of ethics, code of conduct, service delivery, corruptions, utilization of fund, basics of the governance, principles of the public service, human values, all that concept you have to write down in elaborate way in a single page. Means you can write down the probity, you can write down the details regarding with examples, means introduction, main body and conclusion regarding the probity. Next integrity, next corporate governance, e-governance. Means you have to practice the conceptual understanding one by one. Okay, and the fourth one is your answer writing. So formulate your answer writing according to the demand of the question. What the other aspirant do, they directly write down the questions without thinking or without structuring the answers of the questions. So they hesitate in the middle, and after all the space get filled, and they remember that this is the very important topic, this is the very important point, and there is no space for writing that means that wording. So you should first constitute your structure of the answer and then go forward for the writing. That is all about the ethics. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the previous year question paper of the ethics in detail. Section 1, theoretical concept we are going to discuss, and from the next lecture we are going to start from topic wise. Okay, any questions regarding the today's lecture? Have you got the syllabus?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the question paper तुम्ही कोणती घेणार?
2021
Okay.
2021 mains examination GS paper 4.
Yes.
Okay, any doubt regarding today's lecture?
No sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
be ethical and be truthful regarding our journey of the preparation of the ethics. Have a nice day.